Meantime, one of the absolute worries, regardless of whether you're Team Red, Team Blue or Team I don't care about any of them, is interest rates. Australians owe more money than ever before. Now, what government policy does have a huge impact on interest rates. And it's important to know that the hope is that interest rates won't be rising anytime soon, certainly not in the next 12 months. However, there are some headwinds that means that might be about to change. And if, like most Australians, you borrowed too much and you don't have the money to pay back more, this is a worry.
The market is pricing in interest rates to rise over time, but the governor's been pretty matter-of-fact in his public commentary about what he needs to see before interest rates will rise, namely continued wage growth, as well as seeing inflation sustainably within that target band of 2 to 3%.
So, as I say, government is a big part of that. And as I showed you last night, Albonomics is not going to go down well with the Reserve Bank. Remember, each way says that he's going to save the budget, $16 billion, and then immediately promised, since December, to spend $32 billion. Oh, plus $1.6 billion on a gas plant that he opposed just a few months ago. So now what, 33 and a bit billion dollars and counting? For his part, the Reserve Bank governor said this today in Canberra.
It's certainly a plausible scenario that rates go up later this year, but it's there are a lot of other scenarios as well. So the point I was trying to emphasise in my prepared remarks is there are a lot of uncertainties, both on the supply side and the labour market dynamics, and because inflation is not that high at the moment, we can wait.
And inflation may well be heavily impacted by spending from government. For example, one that wishes to save 16 but spend 33. And that's just in a couple of months. Let alone the $6 billion bribe, of course, that was for people to get vaccinated, despite the fact that they were doing it for free. For his part, this is the advice from the Reserve Bank governor, a bloke who openly admitted today he doesn't have a mortgage.
The advice that I would give to people is make sure you have buffers. Interest rates will go up. And the stronger is the economy, the better progress we make on unemployment, the faster and the sooner the increase in interest rates will be. So interest rates will go up. We need to be prepared for that, and people need to have buffers.
But the absolute truth is that hundreds of thousands of Australians aren't. It is a worrying time, and that is why, despite all the noise, despite all the text messages, despite all the spin, the economy will always matter most to Australians, that and national security.